But yeah, so like I was saying, I think it's just one of those things that it just you just see so many components. It's like you have to record, you have to video, and it's like, well, how does that get to that? And like you just think so much in your head, you're just like, fuck it, never mind.
Yeah, like it literally just seems so complicated. Like when I was first doing it, when I was first like getting into streaming, like video game streaming, the hardest part for me was like, how the fuck do I even get started? Like I didn't know what to do. Like I had everything that I needed. Like I went and bought a PC. I went in and fucking bought my monitors, my setup, all that shit. But I didn't know where the fuck to get started. And I don't know how the fuck it happened, but like, cause I have a boy that's like from here in town, and he plays competitive Fortnite, and he is actually he does really really fucking good. Like him and the boys that he play with, like they actually make money off of the game doing it.
Off Twitch and everything, or streaming?
Not even streaming, like just the tournaments,
like
because they're really fucking good at the game. And playing with him and stuff, I eventually started meeting other people, and then I started meeting like other little like low key streamers, but they knew how to get things going, so they kind of like taught me what to do, and it was so much more simple than what I thought it was. You know, all I had to do was just start doing it, but it was as simple as like downloading a fucking software, like inputting one thing from another. Like it's so simple.
Yeah, and it's like one of those things where it's like you see everything that you have to do to get it started, and like they say, the hardest part is getting started. Exactly. Like you said, you buy all this stuff, and I was the same way. Like I bought, when I first started, like what I would do is like each paycheck I bought these microphones. Right. Next paycheck I bought the cables. Next paycheck I bought this, and I just kept going from there. And it was funny because when I had the mics and I had the recorder, I was like, all right, I think I have what I need to start. Right. But what do I do now? Yep. And it's like you get everything ready, and then it's like once you sit down, like for you, if you Twitch, you know, you do online gaming, as you're playing, like this is the fun part. Yeah. And then as soon as it ends, it's like this is where it really begins, because it's like now I got to edit all that shit and then just all that stuff.
Yeah, but it's like super complicated, like when it gets to that point.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, sorry. We just hopped in this right away, which I like.
Oh shit.
But I forgot I gotta give an intro. Welcome back, guys, to the Slob on the Pod. This is episode 36, I believe. You can look anywhere. This thing's like a 180 view, so it's got from here to here, so you can just look wherever you want.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, you can look down if you want. But I got my boy Cesar Partida.
Yes, sir.
Partida.
Yep. Either
You're
one
Mexican,
works.
Hispanic. Yeah. So I got to say it that way.
Yes,
Cesar
sir.
Partida.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, so I got this guy on. I don't know you too well, but I love that because it's another podcast that I can ask questions that I don't know. It's different when I have someone I know.
Right.
And at the end of the podcast, I'm like, fuck, I should have asked this, even though I know it. People listening don't know them or something. So this is perfect. I love learning about new people.
Yeah, because then you can always just like take from it and see like what can I do better on the next one with someone that I don't know. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, so actually, he came about because did you message me or did you just?
So I shared one of your posts. I believe it was.
That's right. Yeah.
I think it was the one with Eric. I think it was one of your podcasts with Eric.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
And then you thanked me for it, and then I had to let you know, like, yo, bro, whenever you want, like, I'll pull up and I'll do a podcast, because I've always wanted to be on one, just to like, you know, talk about like what I do and what other people do, just because like I've always been one of those people that like, Yuma's a small city and a lot of people like, you know, talk down on it, but I feel like there's a hell of like motivated and low key like-minded people here that could actually like be at a really wealthy spot at one point.
Yeah, dude, and I love that you said that, because it pretty much is like it's a lot of hidden talent. A lot.
100%.
And I mean, I'm very blessed and like fortunate to know and be related to a lot of this hidden talent in Yuma. I mean, Eric Casanos is a huge photographer.
Yep.
Jared, you know Jared Delgadillo.
Yeah.
He's a
both
huge,
of them are like huge, like little inspos of mine when it comes to photography and when I do it.
Yeah. So like just knowing that, like, you know, people like them are from a little small town like this, and you know they're gonna blow up.
Oh yeah.
But like just it's cool to be part of that process, even though, you know, you're not there for every photo shoot or every like little like video that they're making, but like just knowing
it's cool to know that you were there from the beginning.
Yeah. I mean, I can hit up Jeremy like, yo, you down for a drink? Or Eric, you know, and it's like, you're like, yo, you know him? Like, yeah, like that's just the homie. But yeah, definitely, there's so many talented people. I mean, just it's the cool thing too, is like doing this podcast. I've had people on, and most of my guests obviously are from Yuma,
right?
And that just shows how much, like, I've had Eric photographer, Jared photography, Yvette CrossFit trainers, Steven, a business owner and a CrossFit coach as well. Right. I've had just so many people on. It's like they're all just from here. I'm not calling people from LA or Phoenix or San Diego or like New York, nothing. Like, these are just people that I find that I hang out with on the daily, that I'm like, yo, like, you're like, and that's the thing, is like, they're like, why do you want me on? I'm like, dude, you don't know. Like, a lot of people, like, what you're doing, what you have is a lot of people are really interested in.
Yeah.
But no, a lot of you guys are probably wondering, like, why you got this guy on? First off, yeah, he hit me up. But secondly, I mean, just from his page alone, Instagram, this guy's all about fashion, which, and just dressing nice. And I mean, obviously, as you can tell, he's got like a nice fit on. He's always ready. I mean, just if you guys go on his Instagram, I'll post your Instagram right here.
Cool, thank you.
He just, I think yesterday he posted on your story, like, working out, and you had like a nice fit on. I was like,
yeah,
this guy looks good while he works out too.
Yeah, man, like I don't know, there's just like that saying, bro, and I literally live by it. It's you look good, you feel good.
Yeah.
And honestly, I agree with it like 100%. And like anything you do, bro, like even if I'm at work, bro, like I'll try my best to make my fucking uniform look good as shit, cuz like I don't want to be having a shitty day at work, you know?
Exactly.
And that just like where it started for me was like back in like high school. I want to say like my senior year. I became like the president of like the business club. They had like just created like, it's called Future Business of America.
Oh, dude, okay.
And it was like a program called Skills USA.
What do you guys learn, like stocks and shit, or?
Yeah, low
really?
key, like you'd learn stocks.
Dope.
You would learn how to like manage your money, like finances, and you would basically learn like how to get a business started. It was pretty cool. It was like something that they really wouldn't put out like as a mandatory class. I wish they would have, because I feel like that's so dope.
Oh yeah.
It was kind of like an elective. Like if you want to take it, you can. So I seen it, I took it, and then I tried out my first year like of ever like running for anything, because I wasn't really active like that in high school. So it was my first year running for anything, bro, and I got president like right away. Yeah, it was pretty dope. Honestly, like it was a pretty dope like little learning experience. But from there, I started getting into like wearing suits, and because we were always going to like conferences, and we were doing like a lot of what are they called? A lot of conferences, and we had a lot of meetings. So I wanted to play the part. So it got to the point where I started looking up fashion inspo on like how to wear suits, because I didn't want to be that guy wearing a fucking baggy ass suit,
baggy pants.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I wanted to have my shit tailored, you know, some nice fucking shoes and everything. And so I started, and there's this guy, his name's Jordan, actually. Jordan O'Brien.
Oh, okay.
And he's actually pretty big on fashion right now, like on Instagram, TikTok, and all that shit. And the crazy part about it is like back at that time, I was trying to get into YouTube as well. And he was big on YouTube. Like he was already making his fashion stuff. So I was getting a lot of inspo from him. And it's crazy part is like one day I messaged him, I DM'd him like when I was first starting my YouTube channel back a couple years ago. And I was like, yo, man, like whenever I'm in San Francisco, do you ever, you know, want to link up, do a video? He was like, just let me know, man, I'm down. He replied, and I was like, oh, shit, that's dope. Like, he actually replied. And then I want to say, like, within the last couple years, I always send him, like, a DM here and there, and he always replies. And then recently, like, since the pandemic started, I've been, like, talking to him a lot, because I kind of noticed that he was kind of hitting, not a plateau, but I felt like he was really unmotivated at some point. So I would just, like, DMing him all the time, like, giving him that, like, reassurance of like, hey bro, your fucking work is still good, like you're this, you're that. And he fucking talks to me like frequently now. Like we always, like if I send him a DM, like he replies like that. And I think that's pretty fucking dope.
Yeah.
Because he's like literally my fashion inspo. But it started off with suits, bro. Like I was always going to school in a fucking suit.
Like from first period till like the end, or?
Bro, from first period till the fucking end. And I kid you not, like
you had a clean suit though, right?
It was fucking tailored. Right yeah, here. Bro. Yeah. Like fucking cufflinks. I had fucking tie bars, like a nicely fucking like a
little handkerchief.
Yup, bro. I would fucking wear my fucking pocket squares. I was wearing my fucking my full. I already forgot what that shit's called, bro. I haven't worn a suit in forever. But the full Windsor. I don't know, like a fucking full Windsor tie knot. Yeah, bro. Like I was learning different knots and shit. But I think that's really what started like my whole different mindset. Like because before that, my mindset was just always like stuck on one thing, which was boxing, because boxing was like my life, and it still is. Like I want to go back to it at some point when I find the time.
Yeah.
But like back when I first when I had stopped fighting for a bit, like I don't know, like I had just like lost motivation to do a lot. But when I started doing the fashion shit, bro, like it just motivated me to do more, because it was something out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
You know, I was always thinking like, fuck, like if I go to school and I'm wearing a fucking full-on suit, you know, people are gonna be talking shit. Like, what the fuck is this guy wearing a full-on suit?
Definitely, yeah. You're pretty brave for doing that, especially like in high school. Like, who the fuck is this guy?
Exactly.
Like for me, like if I just went to shirt with a button up, they're like, why you all dressed up? I'm like, what? You know?
Exactly.
But yeah, so that's dope.
And like when I fucking, that's kind of like what changed my mindset and my gear a little bit, though. I kicked everything up that I did from there on forward, like a gear, because that's what I told myself. I was like, you know what? Fuck what other people think. Like, just do it. Like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Like, they just can't do it. They can't pull it off. That's why they're gonna be talking shit.
Yeah.
So I said, fuck it. And at first, you know, people were capping, you know, they'd be like, you know, why are you wearing a suit? Why are you wearing a suit? But then it got to a point where like the girls started like, yo, this guy looks good in a suit.
He's
you know,
the
like
only guy wearing the suit.
and then all of a sudden, like, hey, bro, that suit looks dope. Yo, oh, always in a fly ass fit. Yo, oh, what? Damn, always looking clean.
Yo.
Actually, that's the first time ever too. Like, in you know how they do like the yearbook shits. I got best dressed that year, bro.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I was like, okay, so if this is kind of like working out. So I started getting even more into fashion, and I started expanding into like streetwear, and I started like learning all the hype shit. So like back in like 2016, 2017, when like Supreme and Off-White and all of that was like starting to hit its peak. I started getting into all of that, but then I kind of got to a point where I was like, yeah, I don't want to be spending like $200 on a fucking shirt. You know what I mean? Like,
gotcha. Yeah,
it's like half a fucking, like at the time when I was fucking fresh out of high school, I was like, that's fucking half a paycheck.
For a shirt.
Yeah. So I was like, fuck that, bro. I was like, this is not, I'm not going to get into that. So then I started getting into other shit, you know, here and there. Started getting into like the gaming industry, which is pretty cool, man. Like, I'm not going to lie. I've always been a gamer since I was a kid. Like, I was that kid that was always watching FaZe doing trick shots on my own and shit.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I just didn't know how to make videos back in the day, and I didn't know how to record my gaming, so I couldn't actually post that. But it was honestly like, I just kind of thought about it too, and I was like, man, people are going to be capping on me for being a gamer too, like trying to fucking take it serious. But then I was like, but I know a lot of my friends, I know a lot of other people too that play video games a lot, you know what I mean? So I was thinking like, if I'm going to be playing them and I know I can make some money off of it, why not? Like,
exactly.
Otherwise, I'm just fucking playing video games and wasting my time.
Exactly, yeah.
So it's like, it got to the point where I was like making like, once I started getting consistent, like I want to say like 3-4 months ago, I was making like $200 a month on just Twitch itself. Yeah, and that wasn't even, and that was like when I was actually posting consistently. That was when I was like following an actual schedule on my stream. I would be scheduling like Mondays, Wednesdays, and
so people like
Saturdays.
had something to look forward to with you.
Exactly.
They knew you were going to be posting on these days.
Yep.
Oh, okay. And actually, it's funny that you say that because a few episodes back, I was just talking to my boy Andy, and like I said, he's just a content creator, just making like skits and stuff. And we talked about that, like, is it better if you have like a set schedule for posting? Because like as of now, I mean, I'm a very impatient person. So like yesterday, I just did one with Andy. So normally, I feel like people would have edited it, maybe waited, posted it like on a Thursday, and then I would have edited this one, posted it like on Monday. As soon as I'm done recording, I want to go edit and post it as fast as I can. Last night I was itching because I everything got uploaded and it was done by like 10, and I wanted to post it, you know, like out, and I was like, no, like I gotta wait for the right time. So then I did this morning. First thing I do, wake up, post it, and like done. And the same thing with this one. As soon as we're done, I'm gonna edit, you know, fucking post it probably tomorrow morning. Like, I'm just an impatient person. I want to see the results. I want people to get, you know, especially when I start posting. Like today, I took a picture of you, posted on my Instagram. They're gonna be like, all right, when's this episode coming out? Right. And I don't like when I'm posting all this stuff, and then like a week later, like that episode comes out. Yep. So it kills me. But like, yeah. So for me, like I just have to get it out as soon as it's recorded. It has to get down that same day. And I think that's like my problem right now. Not even finding like someone to help me with it. It's just I don't think people, because like I've had people help me, and it was kind of like a week turnaround. Like, right. I'll have this edited for you and this, and I was like, and like me, I'm such a nice person. I can't be like, no, I want that done tonight. Yeah. Like, you know.
I feel that.
So I was like, fuck it. Like, it's one of those things. Like, if you want it done right, you know, you got to do it yourself. And that's kind of what I had to do. And I mean, I hope at some point, you know, I get to a point where I make enough money to afford someone to just, yo, I need this done this day, and I'll pay you more if I have to, whatever. Like if I have that kind of money. Yeah. But yeah, so definitely like stuff like that is a big thing to me. But you were saying a lot of things between high school and Twitch, so I want to go back to a few things. You had said the one thing that really caught my attention, which is very true. It's very like a basic thing that everyone says, but yeah, if you dress good, you feel good. And I mean, I think especially with this whole pandemic thing, there was times where, you know, me and my girl, we couldn't go nowhere. We couldn't go out to restaurants or dinner or anything. So like it was sometimes fun. We would just get ready, dressed up, and like, you know, clothes like if we were gonna go out, and then we would just have like a dinner night here. But just dressing up again, kind of like was like, oh, this is nice. Fun. Yeah, like just to get nice to literally, you got dressed to go nowhere. Yep. And it just felt good. Like, and I think that showed me like just dressing nice or just doing yourself up really like changes your mood, because I'm not gonna lie, there's times where I was like, man, fuck, like what am I gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like I'd wake up and I'd just be like all slobby, like fucking all over the place, like just sleeping in or whatever, and I'm like, I need to do something. So there'd be days where I would just like wake up and be like, I'm gonna take a shower, I'm gonna shave. I'm gonna do my hair. I'm gonna dress up nice, put some nice clothes on. I'm not going anywhere, but it's just cool to sit down and like play video games or something and like dress up nice. But yeah, so that definitely was a huge thing. Another thing too is you were talking about the whole, you were dressing up in suits in high school, and like I said, I applaud you for that because, I mean,
it was hard.
Not that I was a bully, but even if I saw that, I'd be like, the fuck's this guy doing? Like,
No.
like, who is this guy? But no, that's very cool because you were pretty much like, definitely like one, a trendsetter, but two, you were just like, fuck you. Like in time, you guys are going to see. And like you said, in time, girls are like, you know what? Like, yo, he looked pretty good in the suit.
Yeah.
And all the guys, and I'm pretty sure at some point, guys were like, yo, like, where you get your suits at? You know what I'm saying? Like, how can I get them tailored? Yeah. But yeah, so like all that, you just had said so much, and I didn't want to cut you off, but
no,
I try to remember it. So.
Yeah, that's cool, bro.
But no, yeah. So and then so other than that guy that you said you DM with a lot, is there anyone else that like inspires you as far as like outfits? I mean, do you watch certain movies?
I mean,
certain actors.
I want to say like, I mean, everybody from like this one show, bro. Have you ever seen Peaky Blinders on Netflix?
I haven't, but I've definitely heard of it.
It's fucking.
I've seen clips.
Beast,
I've seen
bro.
all this stuff, and I want to watch
so
it.
Good.
I just can't get past like their fucking accent.
Oh my god, yeah.
But I get it. But it looks badass.
It's
I'm not gonna lie.
dope, though. Yeah. It's so sick. Like, and then just like the way they carry themselves, like they're just like they have like that I don't give a fuck attitude. Like,
yeah, like we know we look good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like they're always in like a fucking nice ass, well tailored suit, and that was like back in like This was post World War I, so like 1930s, 20s. Like that's when like everybody was just wearing a suit, and low-key I wish it was still like that, bro. Like
really,
I just wish you wouldn't get judged for it. Like I'm saying, like even now, like even here in this town, like if I were to dress in a suit every day, like I mean I do sometimes, but like people are like, yo, he's either like a crazy businessman, he's like either a lawyer or something. Otherwise, like, why are you wearing this? And it's like, I don't know, man. Like I really like dressing up like that, just because like I said, it gives me like that form, like that feeling of like fucking empowerment, bro. I don't know, it's weird.
No, I get
like you. I feel like when I wear a suit and everything, like I feel like I can carry myself at a different like level. And I think it definitely like the way someone dresses and like the way that they carry themselves says a lot about them. So I just feel like if I'm constantly like looking like shit, or if I'm constantly like, I don't know, like just looking like whatever, I feel like whenever I do things that I want to do that want me, like will get me success, I feel like if I'm not looking the part, it's definitely not, it's just not gonna work out.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to like fashion, I want to eventually be published in a fashion magazine, or if not, me be the photographer for a fashion magazine.
Okay.
And I feel like if I'm not dressed to like that model example, and if I don't know what my model should look or dress like, and if I don't know what kind of angles I want for those models to look like, I feel like it just like I have to learn a little bit of everything when it comes to it. And like I feel like I said, if I don't dress the part, I can't play the part.
Yeah, and it's the same thing. I mean, it's like if you go to a barbershop, right? You don't want your hair cut by some guy that has like a fucking just out of whack crazy hair.
Yep.
Fucking messed up hairline. Like you want a guy that has a clean haircut as well.
Yep.
So you're like, okay, if he cares how he looks, hopefully, he gives me that same,
Yeah,
like
100%.
you look good, like you're gonna, hook up all your clients. So like same thing that like if you're like if you were to do like, say if you were doing a fashion show, right? Obviously, if you're looking good, the model's gonna be like, all right, cool, he's got style, so he's gonna pass that style on to me. So they believe you more in like they trust in like what you're gonna put on them.
It's 100% the credibility, bro. Like because like I feel like it's like you said, like because eventually I want to also be a fashion consultant, because eventually I plan on like branching out on different things that I can do with fashion.
What is that like?
Fashion consultant, bro. I'm telling you, like there's a market for everything. Like in fashion, they have like people that, because there's people that want to look good, but they don't know where to start. Like they don't know, like what kind of shirts do I need to fit me? What kind of like, how do I even tailor my pants? Like where should I have my break at? Like what kind of tie should I get for my body type? Like what hat is gonna fit my head size? Like
sunglasses. That's a big thing too. Yeah,
you know
some
what
people
I mean?
got like big ass glasses for a little face. And
exactly.
Yeah.
Or even then, some people just really don't know where to shop for these things. And like there's people out there that literally make money off of giving their advice to people,
or like putting together outfits for
an
them.
outfit. Yeah, like there's this girl named Ashley West on YouTube, and she's like super she knows a shit ton about like dressing people well and like suits and all that attire, like the dapper attire. And like she literally has like millions of fucking views on her videos, and she literally just teaches people like, yo, dress up like this is what you wear. you know, this
These
is how you should go
with this.
exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like it's an actual business too. Like I actually wanted to do it here, but I feel like the only clientele that I could get were probably like older people. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
and they probably don't want to dress like what you would want to put them in.
exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe like in a suiting attire, maybe right there I could find like a little bit of a niche here. But as far as like streetwear, that's probably the only niche that I can do here. But then again, like I feel like Yuma's too small to get that niche going here.
Yeah,
just because it is expensive. Some of the attire is expensive, and like if I were to go to like Phoenix, San Diego, LA though, and say have clientele there, that's different. You know what I mean? And I can for sure do it. Like I can just, you know, but then again, I have to like charge for the extra like driving up there and shit. So as long as I feel like if I were to live in the city, it'd be a lot easier to do that.
Oh yeah.
But like being a fashion consultant, bro, is for sure like one of the goals that I want to have. Because like I said, there's people out there that message me all the time about like, yo, where do you get this? Where do you buy this from?
Yeah.
Or like, yo, how should I buy this? How should I buy, you know, this suit, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, do this, do that. And I'm like, fuck, I can actually like be charging some of these people for this.
Oh yeah.
Like, obviously, you don't, like, I don't want to right now because like I don't have that credibility, like I said yet.
Yeah, like who have you dressed up?
Exactly.
Yeah,
But like when it gets to that point where that's why like I like taking pictures. Every fit that I have, like right now I have my camera because afterwards I'm gonna go fucking do a little photo shoot of my fit. Like anytime I have a nice outfit, I try to take a picture of it because like I said, if people see that I'm well dressed and eventually it gets to the point like I'm having a conversation with someone about fashion or anything related to, I want to know what I'm talking about. And if I'm over here looking like shit, they're gonna be like, "The fuck are you telling me anything about fashion?" You know what I mean? So I feel like if I don't look the part, I definitely wanna not be like have any credibility.
Yeah.
For anything that I do fashion related.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Going back to the whole fashion consultant thing, what you explained, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's how Kim Kardashian got big because she was.
Was she?
Yeah, she was Paris Hilton's, like her right hand girl, I guess you can say. But she was the one I think that would fix her closet up. She would put her out in like outfits, and I mean, look where she's at now. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean that's I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure that's how Kim got big. Obviously, besides like the Ray J. Obviously, besides Ray J, but like the second best thing for her was that Paris Hilton at the time was like a big star, and so she was the girl behind Paris Hilton. That was. Oh, like, you know, what are you wearing today? And it's like Kim was the one that dressed her. Right. So yeah, obviously it's proven many times that that's like definitely a money making gig right there.
Yeah.
But so when you dress up, do you like, for instance, like, do you ever go to Walmart? Like when you go to Walmart, do you have to dress up?
Yes, bro.
Yeah.
Yes, like
you can't go in like gym shorts and a t-shirt and some slides.
See, I can go in gym shorts, but it has to be that gym fit like how you seen yesterday. Like it has to be like. Because even when I'm at the gym, bro, like I feel like if I'm not feeling like the way I look in the gym, like I'm like, fuck, I'm not hitting the gym hard enough.
I got you. Yeah.
So like I feel like even if I don't feel like going to the gym, bro, like there's days where I will wake up, bro, and I'll be like, fuck, like I don't feel like going today. I'm fucking tired. My back hurts or some shit. My legs are too sore. And then I throw on my gym fit and I'm like, fuck, like, because the hardest part is just going. You know what I mean? Everybody can get dressed for the gym and go, or everybody can get dressed, but none of them sometimes even go.
Oh yeah.
So it's like the hardest part is just going. But like if you have a fucking fire ass gym fit and you go look at yourself in the mirror before you head to the gym, you're like, damn, this fit looks good.
This needs to be seen.
Exactly, bro. It's like, yo, I'm gonna go fucking hit the gym, and then you hit the gym, and I feel like I fucking actually hit it harder, bro, when I fucking look good, because then you do, you know what I mean? Like if you look good, you feel good, and you fucking. I just feel like if I'm wearing some fucking some shorts above my knee, bro, leg day is gonna be a killer ass fucking day,
dude.
No
cap. Dude, I feel you, and that's very true. I mean, I'm 100%. I can't remember, maybe like a few years back, but like the short thing was just like a thing that, I was just like, yo, I want to get on that. Like I thought, like shorts that went past the knee look goofy.
Yeah.
And no disrespect to anyone that wears shorts past, you know, if that's your thing. I think some people can pull it off.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, but for me that was just not my thing, and I thought, you know, I was like why can't we wear shorts anymore? Yeah. And I'm not gonna lie, like, you know, maybe how you got with your business suit thing, I got with my shorts. Right. So even to this day, so many of my family that are kind of not really into like a different type of like kind of branching out like their clothing. I feel that. They're just like, oh, there goes Jordan with his shorts again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, and then I'm always like a joke. Like everyone's always like, oh, hey, babe. Like the girls will tell like their husbands like, oh, you should get shorts like Jordan. Like, oh, fuck that. Like, no. It's like, all right, cool. But like in time, I don't know, I've noticed the short thing is definitely becoming a thing.
It's for sure a trend now, bro.
Yeah,
100%.
I mean, look at NBA.
Yep.
Everyone's trying to pull their shorts up. They're trying to go back to the days like, you know, the Wilt Chamberlain days, Chamberlain days, and like Magic Johnson, you know, and all that stuff. So I'm kind of just sitting back like, what did I tell you? Yep. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's super dope though. I mean,
I agree 100%.
But
it's like you said, bro, like that the hardest part, like I think, is like when people like start wearing shit, they're like, fuck, I don't want to wear this because I don't know what other people are gonna think.
And no one else wears this.
Yeah. But like, I don't know, man. I feel like since you did it, like me too. Like back then, I was like, fuck, I want to wear those shorts, but I was like the same thing. Because even when I dress nice, people think I'm gay, bro.
Dude, everything you're saying is you're hitting my. I have notes. So if ever I stumble or I need something, I'll just go back and check my notes. You're literally hitting every part. You're hitting the part in high school, how you dressed, how you felt. You're hitting all the parts about, you know, what your inspiration was, and now you're hitting this. And I love that. So go ahead.
No, yeah, bro. Like it's 100%. Like fucking, like literally everybody fucking thinks you're gay. Like when you dress nice or when you groom yourself well. It's like, like for some reason, masculinity is like, I guess being fucking dirty or fucking like musty, I guess.
Or
like,
yeah, or like a beard when you gotta wear like fucking, I don't know, like fucking jeans and a t-shirt and fucking
like
Red
if they're
Wings.
not 501 Levi's, you're not a fucking man, you know? Like what the fuck? Like I don't know, man. Like that just always. But I've always, like I said, I've always had that mindset of like, I don't really care what people think of me. Like at the end of the day, as long as I'm satisfied and I'm happy with whatever the fuck it is I'm wearing or doing, like I could care less what someone else's opinion is. That's something I've always been good at, though.
Yeah,
I had to be, just because back then I was like I said, I was a professional boxer, and that shit was hard, bro. Like it was hard having to deal with people just talk shit and criticize when all they did was fucking watch from the sidelines. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, there's certain times where I kind of sometimes feel like I have that I don't give a fuck mindset. Like, yeah, this is me. This is what I wear. Yeah. But there's times I put together like an outfit. And I'm like, I don't know, like, you know, like bright pink shirt with, you know, like some khaki shorts and some, you know, white slip-on Vans. I don't know. And it's just like, fuck it, dude. Like, this is who I am. And the cool thing is, I think I have enough friends and people that I surround myself with that accept it. Yeah. And they're like, like, I like your shoes, or I like this. And I'm like, so when I go out into the public, people give me looks. You know, we go out to the bars. People kind of like, what the fuck? But I'm like, I know I look good. That's all that fucking matters.
Exactly.
And going back to the thing where, you know, people kind of just assume you're gay because you take care of yourself. That was one of my questions, because I got that a lot. There were so many times like I would talk to girls and like, I'm not gonna lie, I thought you were gay. And I'm like, why? Like, same here. They're like, you didn't, there's nothing you did. It's just the way you dressed, and you had clean haircuts. You know, you'd get your eyebrows done. And I was like, I like to look good. And like, and at one point I was like, is looking good gay? You know, not that there's nothing wrong with being gay. I always have to do that to save myself. My manager told me I gotta be careful. But yeah, so like, no, dude, and I always got that. And I mean, if anything, it helped, because a lot of girls would come up and like they'd feel more comfortable when they found out I was straight. They're like, oh, thank God. Like, I was hoping you were, but I couldn't tell. You know, and even guys were like, yo, what the fuck? Like, why do you dress like that, or why do you even care how you dress in the first place? And I mean, I would just be like, well, why don't you? You know, and same thing like you said, like you go out in public, people see you like in a just whatever like outfit. They're just like, that must be his attitude. That's probably how they're probably like, that's probably how his room looks. You know, his room probably looks messy. So I think the way you like dress and the way you carry yourself definitely reflects to a lot of people, and it just definitely shows like a whole different thing. Like a whole different person to them.
I agree, bro. Like,
without even talking to anyone.
Yep. I agree.
Yeah.
Cause like a lot of times, like I pull up, like even a fucking Fats, bro. Like I pull up to Fats and there's like people just wearing like their normal fucking their t-shirt and like their pants and fucking their Vans or whatever.
The shit they just got off work with.
Exactly. Yeah. And like nothing against it, you know what I mean? Because you know, to each their own. But and I'll pull up in my fucking like the other day I went in my Jordan 1s. I went in like some fucking chino pants. I had like a fucking like little button up shirt on and my beanie and with my rings and everything. And some people were like, yo, why are you fucking pulling up to Fats like that?
Yes, you know where we're at, right?
Don't worry, don't worry about it. You'll see why. And then like fucking sure enough, like the table, and I like girls literally just walk up and they're just like, wow, like, you know, you dress good, you know, I like your outfit, you know, this and that. And then conversations just start from there. And then next thing you know, like next week or the next day, like we pull up to Fats, and then my boy's got a button up, and then he's, you know, it's
how
like,
it starts.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, I don't know, man. I just feel like if you don't like carry yourself well anywhere you go, like it does reflect and say a lot about you. Like I just like I said, I can't go to Walmart or anything like, and I can't be caught slipping. Like I gotta look fucking good, bro. It's like my name, bro. I swear to God, I have not heard my name, Cesar. I have not heard it in like since you probably told me it today.
What do they call you?
Dapper, bro. Like nobody,
Dapper.
Everybody just calls me Dapper, bro. Like
that's dope.
It's sick as fuck, man. It's like a nickname that just has stuck now. Like literally,
and it's a good nickname.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like at work, like at fucking, you know, just like out and about, like it just Dapper all the fucking time, and it's like I think that's so fucking dope, and it's just like one of those things I gotta fucking live up to it, you know.
Oh yeah.
If I'm Dapper, I can't be caught in some fucking some shitty ass fit. Like it just can't happen.
Yeah. No, dude, that definitely. Even like now, I mean, you came over, and obviously I knew you were gonna come dressed up, but like I don't know you're gonna come like this, but I mean, you got like the mochas on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, like, and so this is another thing too. Is so with your shirt and your pants, like, where'd you get these from?
So I got my shoes. So I actually went to LA this past weekend.
Okay.
And I went to this store called Cool Kicks in LA.
Mm-hmm.
It's like kind of like I wouldn't say it's like a big store, like what's that one big store that everybody goes to, like all the celebrities and stuff on YouTube?
In LA?
Yeah. I think it's LA. They have one in like New York too.
Dude, I know.
You know,
I watched the YouTube videos.
The ones where like the celebrities walk in and choose
they choose shoes.
And they got like $20,000.
Complex does it. It's Complex.
Yeah, Complex. It's
something Kicks.
I can't remember what it is, but
we went to it. Yeah, it's on like Fairfax or something. You know,
yeah,
something like that. Yeah.
It's basically another store like that. It's like a store that like a lot of people like go to in LA. Like celebrities even go to it. Actually, on our way out, they're not celebrities, but like they're like these like upcoming TikTokers or like the Taylor. I don't know what the fuck his last name is, but they're like some fucking corny ass TikTokers. Yeah, they're like some famous corny ass TikTokers.
Mm-hmm.
They're like walking into as we were leaving, they were like walking into the store. They had like their whole fucking camera crew. They're like telling everybody, back up. And we're just like, bro, like
you should be like, who are you?
I couldn't even tell who they were at first. So
dude, yeah.
It was like my homie's girl that was like, oh, those are the TikTokers, and I was like, oh,
say less.
That's what it is. Yeah. Like glad we're fucking leaving.
Yeah.
But so I got these there.
Oh, is it Flight Club?
Flight Club.
That's
it
the
is.
One? Okay,
it is. Yeah, it is Flight Club.
I was thinking of a movie. That's why. So
yeah,
Flight Club. Yeah,
that is the one
with the like the Indian dude.
Yep.
Yeah. Interview. Okay, cool. I love that fucking shit.
I love that shit too, bro.
Dude.
Like literally, it's the same fucking thing. Like you go into these stores, bro, and they just market up the fucking price like crazy, bro.
I've heard they do that, one, because obviously the type of shoe it is, but two, because of their popularity as far as the store goes.
Yeah, and you get it on the spot. Cause like when you get like shoes like that are like resell, you either have to get them from like StockX, Go, or like other.
It's like a Foot Locker, but for hype shoes, right?
Basically, you know what I mean.
They have all the sizes, I'm guessing.
Yeah, dead stock, like you know, used. They have everything. But if you do get it dead stock or even used, like it's gonna be like a 3 to 4 week process because the buyer has to sell it out or ship it out to like a StockX verification center, and then they have to like verify it, which usually always takes like 2-3 weeks, and then they ship it out. And then like my shipping took like probably 3-4 weeks on the shoes. And it's fucking annoying, bro. Like, you paid so much for shoes, and you just fucking want them already.
And you paid for them. The money's there in their account, and it's like, all right, where the fuck are my shoes at now?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, they market up the value, too, is because, like, you can go in there and, like, just get it, like, right then and there. You know, you don't have to wait the 3 or 4 weeks or verification because, like, they verify it themselves.
Yeah.
They already know it's real.
Yeah.
And, yeah. Oh, shit. What else were we saying?
Oh, yeah, but, like, so the reason I ask about your shirt and your pants is because, I feel like in time, like you said, you know, you realize, you know, I can't be spending $200 on a shirt every paycheck. You know, That's like a piece of clothing. At some point, did you change to the whole, you know, Goodwill,
thrifting? Yeah,
thrifting. Yes. Did 100%. You ever get into that? Yeah.
Yeah, I actually did that when I was up there in LA as well. Just because, like I said, you can find like really, really nice pieces, man, for like literally like $5-10. I actually just went to Goodwill, bro. Like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we got one right here. So we go all the time, whether it's like for furniture or just
this one actually has good shit all the time, bro.
Dude, yeah, they got dope ass like throwback. I always find like throwback baseball tees because like the snowbirds around here.
Yeah.
You know, like perfect, dude. And I find like some cool stuff here. It's like hidden gems, definitely.
Yeah, bro. I knew some girl that found one at this one actually right here. She found like a Nike windbreaker. It was like a vintage one from like the 70s or 80s.
Like purple and like turquoise colors and
shit.
Yeah,
bro. Yeah. And she resold it. She bought it for $7 and she resold it on eBay for $1,300.
Yeah.
That's fucking insane. Like,
yeah, I know. And that's why like there's times on like TikTok or like YouTube, I'll find people that'll go into like Goodwills and be like, yo, look at these like Jordans I found. Yeah. They're obviously all beat up and shit, but like.
But you can restore them.
Oh yeah, and then you can sell them, and they're probably like $15 and shit. Like yeah, and when I watch the videos, I'm like, you really found those Jordans there? But no, there's times that I've came here and like I found some fucking size 13 like. You know, some some Jordan 1s or something that are just like fucked up, but it's like, whoa.
Yep.
But I mean, and even here, I know they have like I said, vintage T-shirts, vintage jerseys. I found vintage Chargers jerseys, which are dope. Like so much stuff, and so that's why I ask you, because growing up, I was like obviously in high school, I was I wanted to shop at Zoomies and PacSun and like H&M, like those stores and stuff.
Right.
And then it wasn't until my mom was like, yo, have you ever heard of Buffalo Exchange?
Buffalo Exchange.
You have
super familiar,
dude,
bro.
you have to go, like, especially like with what you're going for. It's like a Goodwill on steroids. Like I'm talking like most of the Buffalo Exchanges, but most of the Buffalo Exchanges are like in like Tempe. They'll be in like San Diego, like near Santa Monica, Mission Beach. There's a few in LA. They're all in like nice areas because pretty much what it is like it's all this like rich kid clothing. Mm-hmm. And I mean there's stuff you find like nice ass shirts that are still have the tags on them from like the store that just rich kids that were just like I don't want it anymore, I don't fit, whatever. And you find some really good things. Like I mean I remember from like my sophomore year to like my senior year, that was where we went school clothes shopping, and I had no like problem with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because like growing up, I wasn't like, no, I need like the $200 this and $200 shoes or whatever. Like when I got to that, I was like, I can look $1 million by spending like $20. You know what I'm saying? And I love that. And I think even to this day, like we'll randomly take trips to Goodwill. I have a box in the garage full of clothes because you can take it to Buffalo Exchange, mm-hmm. and if you have like clothes that looks good, like that really looks good, right. they'll take it in. They can either give you like store credit or you can get like money back. Store credit's always more.
What? That's actually dope.
So
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Oh, dude, definitely. And like I said, like the one in Tempe is really nice because it's in the college area. Right. Like ASU kids, they're all rich kids and shit. So they have like a bunch of stuff. They just like fuck it, I don't need it anymore. Especially when they're moving out of college. The less stuff they got to move. Right. So definitely you got to check that out. But
damn, that sounds sick as fuck. I'm actually have to check that out.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, so that's what I was asking. Like with your outfit, I think there's another place called like Plato's Closet or something. But
I think I have heard of that one.
Okay, yeah, that one's a little bit more known only because it's in like you can find. I think there's like one. I don't know, like just like in not like nice areas, but they have some like hidden stuff as well. But that's why I was asking, like just like that shirt looks like something that you would find at like a Buffalo Exchange or like even like jeans like that, like. Yeah, like people probably think, damn, how much were those pants? It's like $15.
Yeah, bro. Like I definitely should start like shopping more, like thrifting for my clothes. But I just like I've been getting so lazy lately, bro, with like getting everything tailored. Cause like I actually just bought like 5 or 6 different suits from Goodwill like 2 weeks ago. They're like some really nice suits, bro. Like fucking like tailored suits. Like they weren't like off the rack suits. And they all fit me like pretty big, but like that's okay as long as it doesn't fit me tight. Because I can always just like get it tailored to like my size. And I'm so lazy to do it, bro. Like the suits have been sitting in my fucking trunk for like the last like 2 weeks since I got them. And like I just haven't gotten to fucking taking them, bro. Like I think that's like when I was doing like the whole fashion thing consistently and I was doing it every day, like I had a YouTube channel, I was fucking tired, bro. Like I was just always getting my shit tailored and stuff, and like, that shit costs money too, bro. Like it's kind of expensive when you have like fucking when you start taking like 15, 20 pieces at a time. Like it adds up, and then you're paying like $200 to get shit tailored at once. Yeah. And if you're like consistently buying clothes, like it just fucking adds up, and it's a lot of money spent. So like lately, I just been kind of like, instead of just buying that, I just been spending a little extra money on having shit already like well fitted and knowing that I can actually like wear it and not have to spend extra money on getting it tailored and all of that.
Do you know how to sew?
No, I've actually been wanting to.
I was gonna say I feel like that would save like a lot of money as far as just doing your own thing. I mean, like I see it on TikTok all the time. Right. A lot of these young kids that are going to Goodwill and buying stuff and like reselling them, or I've seen these guys that it's pretty cool. They'll find like T-shirts and they'll cut them in half and they'll sew them together, and it'll be like a red and a blue shirt, it'll be like a Tommy Hilfiger shirt and like a Ralph Lauren shirt.
That's talent.
And like the fact that, and I'm like they have it all. They sew their own shit. They don't have to take it to someone and spend more money. Like they save so clothes. Much money. Yeah. That's all I was wondering if maybe like that was like something you knew.
Yeah, I mean, I've always wanted to, just cause like I have a clothing line that like that bag right there. That's actually like my little brand.
Oh yeah, what is it?
It's called the Velador. But I haven't worked on it in like the last 2.5 years. I just have like a bunch of ideas and a bunch of like other logos and intros that I've been making, and I just haven't done anything with them. Back in like 2017, which was when I first like had started like my own business with like 3 partners of mine. You actually know probably a couple of them. You know Alan Reyes?
No, I don't.
No, he's like a really good friend of mine. He's like he was one of the boys that I started it with. It was called Penny Publicity. It was like a digital marketing company. And you know Legacy?
Yeah,
Legacy was one of the ones that started with us. Steven Silva, he's like a realtor.
Sounds familiar. I feel like I know a lot of realtors around here because I have a lot of like friends that are like, oh, that's my brother or something. So I think, yeah.
Yeah, Steven Silva, he's a realtor right now, doing really good, and he was also part of it as well. His dad was in it as well.
Oh shit!
But it was like an actual like incorporated business that we had.
And how old were you when you were doing this?
I was fresh out of high school. I think I was 18 or 19.
So at a young age, you were already starting this. Okay.
Yeah, and I was trying to do. I had just started like my learning a lot of like digital like marketing stuff. So I was like, fuck it, I'll start like my clothing line that I've always wanted to do. Cause since I was little, I just always wanted that. And being in fashion, I was like, fuck, if I had my own line, that'd be even like better too, and that'd be dope. Eventually, I could build up the credibility for that too as well to like market it and sell it. And when I was doing it, I did only one drop of like 20 shirts, and I posted it on my Snapchat. And within 2 hours, like all 20 shirts just like sold out. Like I had none of them anymore.
And that was that people from Yuma or?
That was just people from Yuma.
Yeah, see, and that's the thing too is like I love that with Yuma being such a small community, everyone definitely supports. Like the whole like support small business that was already happening here. Yeah. Like there's so many places that a lot of people would rather prefer to go to, like these small coffee shops and Starbucks.
Yep.
You know, we got I got my friend, you know, Jer and Keeks. Keeks has their own little coffee truck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And like, so a lot of that stuff, like, yeah, like that's what I love about Yuma is everyone supports everyone. So that's why, like, I was even obviously like you said, when I first started this, you know, I had all these ideas. Like I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to do a podcast and I'm going to make a design and I want to make, you know, merch, like how everyone says. And like, I'm still kind of on that, but I know that like, and that's not my thing. I'm not worried that people won't buy them because that's the thing is like Yuma, everyone supports everyone.
Yep.
Like the minute they see like, oh, yo, Jordan, you know, the one that has a podcast, you know, yo, let me get a shirt. You know what I'm saying? Even people that don't listen to the podcast will be like, oh, that's Jordan. I know Jordan. Let me get a shirt. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And then, but yeah, so I definitely love that Yuma is a big, they're just like, they're huge when it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah, man. They're like, that's the thing that I love about this town too. Cause I feel like we do get a lot of people that are like kind of, that will always say like, yo, Yuma's so shitty. Like, Yuma just filled with like a bunch of like haters, like they don't want to see you do better. But then again, I just like the way I see it is like who are you surrounding yourself with?
What kind of person are you?
Yeah,
as well. Yeah,
exactly. That's like causing people to look at you or not support you. Like at the end of the day, like whether they support me here or somewhere else, like you will find people to support you in what you do. You just have to find the right niche and the surroundings to do it.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's like I just feel like if you don't have that circle around you, like of people that are always supporting you, then obviously you're always gonna have that mindset of like, fuck, like this place is shitty. Like there's a lot of fucking like-minded people here. A lot of people that like want to support one another and want to see people win. So it's like I just feel like you're just picking the wrong people to support you. You know what I mean? Like you're just marketing your shit to the wrong people. But like Yuma, from what I know, is like probably one of the most supportive like fucking crowds ever, bro. Like when I was fighting, like Yuma had my fucking back, bro. Like,
oh, dude. I mean, look at
supportive.
Yeah, look at when Calvin fights. You know, Calvin Gastelum, UFC fighter.
Yeah.
When he fights, like everyone packs every bar here. Yep. And like they're just like he's from Yuma. You know, same thing when like back in the day when Cain Velasquez used to fight. You know, he's a Yuma boy. Like whether he was losing or winning, it didn't matter if he was a champion or not. Like people were tuning into the fights because like he's from Yuma. Like I've partied with him or I've gone to high school with him. Like you know, and it's like. And yeah, like that's what I'm saying, man. Yuma's, and like you said, a lot of people talk shit, but it's like, well, you know, what kind of person are you? Are you a shitty person?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Are you trying to put stuff out and people are like, fuck you, dude. Like you've done me wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's just who you surround yourself with. But yeah, Yuma's definitely a huge place that if you ever want to like get started, definitely like they will help you out.
Yeah, 100%. It's like I said, like a lot of the people here, like I feel like if you are hating, like it's just like I don't know, man, like. It's not the right way to go about things. Like I just feel like if like that energy that you put out is the energy you're gonna receive. Like whenever you're gonna do something, like it's just like when I was first doing photography, I was like trying to learn a lot and I was trying to get ideas from other people. But a lot of people didn't really want to like show me shit. Like they were kind of like oh, he's gonna try to steal my clients. He's gonna try to do this, do that. Well, at the end of the day, like photography, I was never doing it for the money. The pandemic was actually the only time I did do it because I wasn't fucking working and I had to make some money, and I did make pretty good money off of it. But I don't want to make money off of photography based off of like doing like, like fucking like photo shoots for like graduations. I don't want to do like baby showers. Like all that stuff is cool. Like I know that the money is there for photography to do that, but that's not what's gonna make me happy doing it. You know what I mean? So it's like I know that in order for me to do it, I just have to like keep doing photo shoots that are fashion based, or like people that are like dressed well, or people that are like, have that same mindset or style as me. So that way I can keep steering towards that goal of being in like a fashion magazine. Because if I feel like if I'm taking like pictures of like people in like fucking caps and gowns, like I'm never gonna take a picture of someone in a fucking full dress suit for fucking GQ. You know what I mean? Like it's just like
you gotta build your portfolio
exactly
with things that you're trying to steer your like career path towards.
100%. Like I definitely think it's good to be well rounded and like know how to do all the other stuff, which is why I did do it. But I just
it's
feel
good
like,
practice for sure.
100%. Even with like product photography, like product photography is fucking hard as shit.
What is that?
Product photography. Yeah, that shit is fucking hard, bro. Like
you're talking about like a pair of shoes or like
like a pair of shoes, like what Eric does all the time.
Yeah.
And Jared.
Oh, like with his protein.
Yeah.
And all that stuff.
That shit is hard, man. Like
and it's funny because it's a still object. It's like just shoot it. You know what I'm saying? But no, I mean like I said, I'm very fortunate to be close to these guys that I've seen the behind the scenes where, what it takes, the lighting and the angles, and it's like, if I can take a picture while you sprinkle some shit, like insane.
Yeah.
And like I see the outcome, it's like I saw behind the scenes and I see the outcome, it's like, what the fuck? Like it's insane to see where it started to where it ends. And but yeah, definitely product. That thing's like like I said, it's simple. I mean, you think it's simple. It's a still object. You move it where you want it. It stays still, but you
gotta have. But if you don't have like that creativity, or that vision, though, it's just like it's just not gonna be a good photo shoot. Mm-hmm. And that's what I lack when it comes to doing any photo shoot other than something that's fashion based. Because like I see like Eric when he does his photo shoots, man. And they all tell a story, like even if it's a fucking protein, like he adds texture with like with like pieces of that are related to whatever the product is, and stuff like that a lot of people lack. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like people can nail down the lighting, they can get a fucking good camera and do all this shit, but if you can't actually tell a story and like nail like the good fucking quality texture to a picture, I feel like it's just not gonna be like a good finished product. You know what I mean? And like that's one thing that Eric fucking has that is so good, bro. He's like really good at like telling a story and adding textures to all of his pictures, and like that's one thing why I do not like doing all those other shits, because I just don't have that creativity in photography. Because when I first started doing it, I was doing it mainly for the sole purpose to take pictures of myself, just for like my outfits and all that other shit. And then eventually it just got to the point where like I could have used the extra money to buy more shit, so I was like, fuck it, I'll just make money off of it from now and then get more gear. And then once I got all the gear I wanted, I mean, I still don't have everything I want, but I'm comfortable with what I have right now. And like, I just feel like now that I have all that, I can just start working more towards what I really want to go. And that's with like all the fashion stuff.
No, and that's how I was too. I mean, for the longest time, every episode I did, I was like, that was a good episode, but I feel like I needed better lighting. And then the next episode, it was like, I think I need a better camera. The next episode was like, I think I need a better setup. Mm-hmm. And I feel like I'm at the point where I have some decent lighting. I have like a decent camera, and I have like, a pretty nice setup.
Yeah, it's fucking dope as shit.
I appreciate it, man. But yeah, so like, I remember, I think like just the other day, I was like, I think I'm good as far as like the podcast goes. Like, I think I'm at the point where I'm content with what I have.
Exactly.
I don't need like the best camera and stuff. Like, as long as I continue to put out like my podcast and stuff, like that's what's making me happy. And I don't need like this high dollar stuff. I can make do with what I have. But yeah, that's definitely a big thing that it took me a while, because like I said, every episode I was like, it can be better. The lighting can be better. It can look more natural or whatever it was. And I was always looking for that, and I was never satisfied with anything that I was posting. And it
never will be, bro.
And that's the thing. And it took me actually. We always talk about Eric because he's such a fucking great guy. But
fucking dope. Talking
like an artist is the fact that every little detail to you is what matters.
Right.
Other people watching, they're like, that was a sick podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And like and then I watch it and I'm like, fuck, like I should have turned this book this way, or I should have turned the camera, you know, I probably should have got like the full body. The lighting, you know, we were a little too blasted out. We were a little too white. Like all that stuff is what I need. And he's like, that's what makes you a perfectionist. And he's like, that's what's going to make your podcast like successful is how much you are putting into it. And so just recently I'm like, I don't like to settle. Mm-hmm. I don't like to be like, okay, like I think I'm comfortable where I'm at, but but Eric has told me like there's times where you just gotta sit back and be like, dude, like don't put so much stress on yourself. Like what you have going on, you're making it work and it's looking fucking pretty good. You know what I'm saying? So just be happy with that and then just go, you know, keep going with the process. And in time, like that shit will come, you know, the high dollar cameras will come, the lighting, the bigger studio, shit like that will come.
Yep.
But just do with what you have and make as best as you can with what you have.
Yeah, 100%.
But going back to your brand, so do you ever plan on like bringing it back, or is there like?
I've always wanted to, man. It just like right now, like I haven't done any of the stuff for it because I'm trying to like find like an actual good quality like shirt that I want to use for it. Yeah. Because that's just really my thing. Like I feel like if I'm gonna have like a brand that I'm gonna market as like a good quality, you know, brand, I want to make sure that the quality T-shirts are good because you know I'm pretty sure you've seen people that like drop their own like brands here in town. Oh yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? And then they put out like, you know, Gildan or fucking Hanes quality T-shirts, you know. So I just don't want to be that guy. Like I don't want to build up the hype for it. I don't want to like market it, do like badass photo shoots with it, and then when I actually put it out, it ends up being like shit. You know what I mean?
After a week or like shrinks on you.
Exactly.
Dude, and it's cool that you say that because I'm the same way. Like I think that was my biggest thing when I decided to like come out with like T-shirts and stuff was like I don't want to just make like you know go buy like $5 T-shirts to sell them for 20 and then people just get like shitty product. Like I don't want that. As much as that would save me money and like I could probably do that like today. Yeah. That's not what I want because that's my name on that T-shirt. Yeah. So now they're like, oh, like Jordan puts out shitty quality. Like I'm not gonna buy his stuff no more. Yeah. And but yeah, so I think and I'm that way. Like, I've thought like just far into the future as far as like you know I like to drink alcohol. So I've always thought like I think it'd be dope to have my own whiskey. Right. And like I always wonder like when these celebrities make their alcohol, like are they really drinking it? Are they really like this is what it tastes like with you know this ingredient this? Are they really drinking every single one till they get it perfect? Like or are there people that just like make me a tequila and put my name on it? Yeah. I don't want that. Like I want to be there from the process from like fucking when they're brewing it, dude. Yeah, like when I drink it, I'm like, dude, this is my drink. Like I fucking like I can drink this all fucking day. Yep. And like I've always thought too, like I want to get to a point where I'm only like wearing like either my clothing or like your clothing, like people that I'm supporting,
like fucking Travis Scott and Kanye West.
Yeah, like I want to get to a point where I'm not wearing Nike or anything anymore. Like, yo, you make a pair of shoes, let me buy a pair. I'll rock your shoes. You know what I'm saying? If they look good, I'll wear them. Yep. You know, if you sell a shirt, I'm gonna wear your fucking shirt. Like I want to get to that point where everything in my closet is just like, oh, that's from Homeboy, and like I know these people because that's like me supporting them as well as like they put out dope shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so that's definitely a big thing. Like just putting out merchandise. And yeah, like it's not something you can just jump into and like here's my logo printed on some T-shirts and let's sell them.
Yep. Yeah. Especially if it's something you actually want to like create as an actual business, because then the hard part to it is actually doing like the business licenses and all that, and then getting like your logo like copyrighted and or patented and all that.
And that's just all expensive too. I did not realize that.
Like to get my I think it's URL for my website.
Your website, yeah.
I think it costs $600.
Like to buy the domain or something, domain, right? Yeah, yeah.
That's what I was looking for. The domain. Yeah. It costs fucking $600, bro, for the velador.com. Yeah. So I have to find either something else that like I could fit it into, or
come up with the money.
Come up with the fucking money for it. Yeah. But it's little things like that, you know. And then I think like to pay for like a patented like logo, I think it's what like.
There's different tiers. Is there? Like there's one that's like it gets it to where fuck, I think it starts at like maybe $200. Yeah. And then it goes from there, and it's like it gets to like more legal. Right. Like it's like, all right, well, you know, if someone was to steal it, this is how we can find them. Like this is what's gonna save you, and it's like more and more. Exactly. And obviously that's the whole point. When you put all your hard work into a logo that's yours, it's the fucking worst if someone just steals it.
100%.
And there's nothing you can do about it. They're like, well, was it trademarked? You know, no, it's not. It's like, well, this guy had money. He took your logo and trademarked it, so now it's his. And it's like, dude, all your hard work is just fucked. But yeah, it's stuff that you need. But dude, like, I looked it up like just one day, and it's pretty expensive. Like, I was like,
yeah,
oh
bro,
fuck,
it's
yeah,
expensive as shit.
I better make sure I have like a logo set when I do this.
And that's the thing. Like when I was first doing that, I ended up finding out that V-Loan was a brand.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't want to say it, but I thought that's what that was.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, but V-Loan went down fast.
It did go down.
I heard
fast.
about all that. Yeah.
Yeah, all that shit was Virgil, and that shit was like, fuck, man. I was like, fuck. It looks so much like V-Loan. So like, that's why I also haven't done much with it, because like within the last couple years, I just haven't been satisfied with all the other like new logos that I've been doing. I've been like having different sketches here and there, and just trying to see like what works for me, or what I like. I know I wanted to incorporate like a lion, because the reason I made the brand was, well, one, because like what I want to do with it, and then two, I named it Velador because Velador is my last name, and it's also my grandfather's that passed away. And they always called him like El Jefe de Jefes, like fucking Leon type shit.
Okay.
So that's why I wanted to incorporate that, because like if it's his last name, I want like his name, because he was a fucking dope ass guy. I want him to live, you know, I want his name to live in the brand. So I wanted to incorporate a line, but I'm trying to find a way to incorporate it in a way where it's not like too fucking flashy or, you know, just over the top. Like I want it to be simple, subtle, and like just versatile. Like that's the most important thing. Like I want it to be minimal, but like how the fuck can you make a line look minimal?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like one of those things where it's like less is more.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I mean I'm the same way. Like most of my like t-shirt ideas, I love pocket tees. I love anything that just, I don't like big blown out logos on the front.
Right.
I don't care what's on the back really, as long as it's not like no Ed Hardy shit. But
exactly.
like I love simple t-shirts that are just like a black t-shirt with like the design right here, like on the left breast pocket. Like it's perfect.
Right.
And so. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like it's a simple idea, but it's like, but what can you bring out of that simple idea that people are gonna be like, yeah, I mean, I've seen shirts like that before, but for some reason this one looks different. Like I like the graphic in that area or whatever. But yeah, dude, definitely. But yeah, when I saw the V, that's what I really thought of at first.
Yeah, man, like that's why I kind of like. I put it to the side a little bit, because I was like, yeah, I need to figure it out, because I didn't want to. That was one of the things, like the legal part, like you said, it was like it's complicated, and I'm like, fuck, man, I just don't want to get sued or some shit. Yeah. You know, so I wanted to start figuring out like something that was more distinct, you know, for the brand, and that's really why I've been putting it off for so long. That, and just trying to find out like, or find a fucking good shirt with good material that I'm satisfied with, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm so fucking picky with my shirts, and I don't know which one to fucking get. I have like right now 3 or 4 that I've been looking at within the last like 2 months, but I still haven't like decided which one I want to do just yet.
Like looking at what?
T-shirts like that I want to use.
Oh, like okay, like type of fabric and stuff.
Yeah, once I actually get like a good fabric T-shirt, and then I find like a good place to get like my tags made. Once I get that started, then that's when I can for sure like kick it into full gear, because I have like a lot of shirt ideas sitting there that I don't necessarily need that logo or any logo in specific for it. But I do want to already start working on the logo too before I, you know, put anything out as well.
And then doing your logo, is it all you doing all the graphics, or do you hire
So I just kind of like draw it out, and then I just like send a picture to someone on Upwork that I've been working with, and they just kind of like do it for me. I just like, this is what I want, this is what, you know, an idea, and then they just kind of like bring it to life, and then we just go from there, like revising it and shit.
Yeah, I know that was like the one of the things too, was coming up with the logo, because obviously I'm not like artistic, as far as like, I think I'm more autistic than artistic. So I think that was like one of the things, is I was like, okay, like in my mind I know what I want, like right. I have an idea of my logo, but it's like I can't draw it, I can't find anything online, and that's the thing, is I didn't want to find anything online that looks similar to it.
Yeah.
So that was my biggest thing. So that's why I love like sending it to people, and I'm just like, and like my most recent one, the palm tree and everything. Shout out to my boy Mark. He actually, I did that. I just sent him like an idea, and I was like, I want this, but like with your touch on it, and like whatever you got to do, colors, whatever, like that's on you. And so I liked that, and so he would just send me ideas, and I was like, yes, or no, whatever. And I was like, yeah, but like put that color on this or this, whatever.
Right.
And so that was the coolest thing, and that was actually a hard part for me, was trying to find someone like.
Yep.
Like, okay, I have an idea of a logo, but how am I going to do this? I don't know how to use Photoshop. I don't know how to use Adobe, and I don't know how to draw, none of that shit.
Right.
So I think that was like one of the biggest things. But yeah, it's cool that you found someone, because that's the easiest, is when you're like, this is what I want, these are the colors I like. Yeah. Here, do something with it.
If you ever need to, again, bro, Upwork is fucking amazing, bro.
I don't know if I've used that. I don't know if I've been on that one, but I've been on like an app where there's just like a bunch of artists,
like freelancers and
shit. Like $50 and it gets you this, and they'll show you like their portfolio of what they've done. So is it something similar to that?
Yeah, it might be the same one because that's exactly how it works.
And so what, you just send them like your ideas and they kind of come up with what?
Yeah, basically you just like send them, like they'll have like most of them, if they're good, they'll have like a kind of like a, what is it? Not a resume. It's kind of like an interview type of thing where application. They'll have like an application to fill out, and so like it'll like fill in these spots for me. So it'll be like what you do, what it is that you want from them, like what kind of quality you like. You know, examples of what you like, stuff, you know, a lot. That's what I've noticed. A lot of the good like freelancers there, they have a lot of like cool stuff. Like they'll have fucking like little applications for you to fill out. Like,
so you kind of get an idea of what their work is or what they're about.
They want to get to know you, and then they kind of like want to get to know like what kind of quality work you like.
Yeah. See, and I love that. I love that there's people out there that are really like, and like you said, the whole thing with Eric, like it's one thing to take pictures, but it's another to make a story with that picture.
Yep.
Like you said, it's one thing to just draw a logo for someone, but it's another to know about the person behind the logo, so you kind of get a feel, like, you know, like if someone talked to me, they'd be like, okay, so I see you like, you know, tropical things, you like the beach, we'll try to incorporate that in your logo, or these colors, or, you know, you're a vibrant person, you want bright colors, stuff like that.
Yeah,
so it's super cool that they do that,
because at the end of the day, like I feel like the logo is the most important part of like fucking anything, like whether it's a business, whether it's a brand or anything, like the logo is the most important part, because like that literally reflects whatever it is.
It's the first thing they see.
Exactly. Yeah. So like that literally will, I feel like if the logo like can be you, like that's even better. Like if they can put a piece of you into that logo, that's dope.
Yeah, exactly. Because and then people see it and they're like, yeah, that's you.
Yeah.
And I love when people,
exactly. Like I seen this shit, bro, and I was like, yo, this is dope. Like I see it.
Yeah, I appreciate that very much. Yeah, you walked in and that's the first thing you said, and I was like, thank you.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
And that's the thing too, is like I love when people can just, you know, just be like, yo, like I like your little thing, and I'm like, thanks, because like for me, like I said, I just threw this together and I was like, I think it looks good, you know.
Yeah.
So when someone else comes in like, yo, I really like what you did, I'm like, thank you.
They
like,
validate it. Yeah.
Yeah, they validate like the fact that like then I can be like, I did do good, like, you know what I'm saying. Exactly. And it's kind of like a little pat on the back to myself, but it definitely like it keeps me going. But no, I don't mean to be rude. I was just looking at my notes.
No,
so,
you're good.
Yeah. But one of the things I wanted to talk about, for you, like what's a big like fashion, or like what's something you don't match with one? Like for me, like in high school, my biggest pet peeve was when people wore like Adidas with Nike socks.
Oh.
Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, not that you had to match the whole fit, but at least like if you're gonna wear
one brand, keep it the same.
Yeah. So like, is there anything that bothers you that you see, or something you try to stay away from?
Shit.
Any colors?
I'm about to offend a lot of people. Okay.
Hey, dude,
fuck it. I'm sorry.
You might just be like, people might be listening and be like, damn, I thought it looked good, but I might need to change it up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're
fuck
right,
it.
You're right.
Everyone can, you know, we're not saying names.
I mean, like yeah, I guess like that, like when people like just kind of like mix and match their brands and stuff, that kind of is pretty annoying. Like even in like high fashion brands, like you'll see like a lot of like hype beasts that will have like a Supreme shirt on, and then they'll have like an off-white shoes, or they'll have like a off-white or antisocial fucking fanny pack, like just a bunch of different shit. And like I get it, like your outfit's expensive, but it looks like fucking shit.
Exactly.
You know
Yeah,
what I
we
mean?
get it. Yeah, everything's like at least $200 or more on you.
Exactly. Yeah. But like for what? Like my fucking $150 outfit, it looks better than yours. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
And like that's one of my pet peeves, when like they just can't like match their shit. And then on top of that, I really dislike when people like wear like fucking, I mean, like I said, to each their own, but like I just don't like baggy pants, bro. Like I fucking hate them. Like it's a certain extent, you know what I mean? Like I wear mine like loose, like, but I feel like there's a certain extent where like if they're super like extremely baggy, I'm like, fuck, like damn.
Well, yeah, it's the same thing we talked about, you know, with the shorts past the knees.
Yep.
It looks good on some people, but for the most part, it's something I wouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? I would like, I don't know about those. Yeah. And but yeah, definitely like baggy pants for sure. I mean, I used to always have an issue because like in high school when I'd go to prom, I never knew that when you wear the dress pants, they're supposed to be at your belly button. Yeah. I always got comfortable wearing them like right at like the V right here. Yeah. And so I never noticed. So when I would get dressed and I'd put them on, because obviously when they tailor them to you, right, it's at the belly button, so it looks perfect and straight. And then I didn't realize until fucking I saw my prom picture that my pants were all like scrunched at the bottom with nice dress shoes. Like, what the fuck? But then I realized like, oh, it's because I didn't pull them up to my fucking
So,
belly button.
yeah.
But like stuff like that, and maybe just people didn't know.
That's
you know?
a pet peeve of mine, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like when I see people wear suits, when I see like the fucking like not even a 4 half break, it just all scrunched up.
Yeah, no,
I'm
dude,
like,
definitely. It's like, dude, let me help you.
yeah, I'm like, please, I'll tailor your shirt myself. Like,
yeah. It's like, dude, let me help you, please.
yeah, that's for sure like one of the biggest pet peeves too. That and when people like wear their ties wrong, like they'll have them like either super long or like extremely high.
Yeah.
And another one is like when people wear like a suit or and they have a belt and it doesn't match the color of their shoes.
See, that's what I've always thought. Like, maybe I watched the video where they explain that that's how it should be, but I've always thought like your belt should always match the shoes.
Yeah, 100%.
I've always thought, especially if you were wearing a hat, the hat had to match the belt and the shoes. Like it was like the top, the middle, and the bottom.
Yep.
That's what I've always thought.
Yeah.
So the fact that you say that, it's like, okay, cool. Like I was right then, because because there's people that be wearing like fucking like brown shoes with like a black belt or like it just doesn't really go with the rest of a fit, especially if you have to tuck your shirt in where it shows.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that's like it's like for sure one of my biggest pet peeves. And sometimes like if they're wearing a full on suit and like their pants are actually like really well fitted, like technically you don't even have to wear a belt. Like a lot of like fashion people, like if you look at them, like there's this one like fashion conference that they do in like I think they do it in New York. It's called Pitti Uomo, and it's basically like a lot of like the biggest like fashion like influencers that wear like dapper clothes and shit like that. They meet up and they just have like a fashion show and conference of everybody just like looking fucking clean as shit.
I've always wanted to go to one of those.
Dude, it looks, me too. They look so fucking dope. But like the reason I don't go is because like those motherfuckers will put me to shame. So I'm like, fuck. I want to go, bro, looking like, because they have like the nicest, like they have like fucking $2,000 like tailored suits, like all of them. So it's like I want to, if I do go, like I want to go in like a fucking fit that's like, if I go, like I'm gonna be turning heads just like I know they are. You know what I mean?
Is he in the show?
Yeah, like exactly. You know what I mean? Like I want people to be like, who is he? Like I'm trying to fucking get to know this guy type of thing, you know? And a lot of people out there don't wear belts, bro. Like most fashion influencers that like wear suits, like they don't wear belts. They either wear suspenders or they just don't wear one at all. Because I mean the whole point of a belt is to keep your pants up. But if you have like a nice, tailored, pants, you don't really need a belt. And sometimes it actually even draws attention away from, the rest of your fit. Like sometimes you'll see people have like a fucking fit and then like, their pants fit them perfectly fine. They even have them like above the fucking ankle. Like they're look really good. They're not
pulling them up or anything.
Exactly. And they'll just be trying to flex like the Gucci belt and shit. And it's like, that belt's cool and all, but like it's taken away from the rest of the fit, low key. And you'll see a lot of like fashion influencers, like they really don't wear a belt.
See, and it's funny that you say that because I guess I had a fashion owner then, because I mean, even like every times where I would wear suspenders, which obviously they hold your pants up already, and I would still put a belt on because I just thought, like, especially if you tuck your shirt in where that's exposed,
right.
I thought it looked weird just to see the empty belt loops.
Bro, I'm about to put you on something. So
please
like,
do.
They have Shirttail Garters, so like when you tuck in your shirt, like it looks clean as fuck. So like
it clips. Oh wait,
yeah, those
the ones that clip to your socks.
Yeah, bro.
So I know about those because like being in the military, that was the thing.
Oh, okay.
And it helped, like if you reached your hands up, they wouldn't come untucked. It would just pull it back down for you. So yeah, that was the thing. I never wore them outside of that. But and then I have buddies that are sheriffs and stuff, and that's what they wear.
Oh, really?
And it's funny because those are the things like I never noticed, like in movies when old guys that are in suits, when they're not wearing their pants, you see the long black thing going down their leg, and I always wonder what that, you know what I'm talking about? Like, because that's what it was. It was like clipped onto, and I always wonder what's the fuck are they wearing? Are they wearing like a jock strap? Like, what's that thing that's going down their leg so long?
Yep.
And that's what it was. It was just a thing that's how they tuck their shirts in. But yeah, dude, I used to always wear like
those are fucking dope, bro. And I think that those are
there.
Like essential, especially because like you said, like if you're tucking in your shirt and you are wearing suspenders, like as long as like your pants are getting held up like at a pretty good angle and like you just clip them right, and you just have to adjust it, bro. Like it looks so sick, bro.
Yeah,
it looks super clean, especially like if your shirt's like not even coming out, it doesn't look all puffy and shit.
Yeah,
Shirttail Garters are fucking like the fucking way for it. 100%.
Yeah. No, yeah, I like the suspenders because every time I put them on, I just feel like I have to do the whole fucking.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, so I thought this would be a cool idea, so I pulled together like a few pictures of mine, of like just times that I thought I got dressed up, and maybe I'll show them to you, and obviously when I edit, I'll post them up here so people can see. But maybe I rate my fit.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm done.
So let's see. Let's go to this one. So this was I was in Austin, Texas, right here. So I'll show you the picture, and you just go with what you want.
That's actually a pretty good fit, bro.
You like it?
Yeah, I like it.
Anything you would change about it though?
Honestly, I'd probably just like throw on, just cause like I've never been a Vans guy. I'd probably just throw on like some low Air Force Ones or something like that.
Like white,
or even like some boat shoes. You know what I mean? Like, or some nice clean
Sperry's.
like white leather sneakers.
Mm-hmm.
Those would fucking be nice too.
When I was in
Sperry's are dope.
Yeah. So when I was in Texas, when I was stationed in Texas, I had like he's my best friend to this day. I still talk to him. We actually just hung out. He's still in the army though.
Right.
But he was all about getting dressed up. I mean, he was wearing watches. He was the one that put me on to like Sperry's and stuff. I always thought they were like a frat boy thing, but
I always thought they were corny too. And then I put a fit together with them, and I was like,
dude,
yeah,
khakis
hard.
rolled up, like the no-show socks with the in a nice like baby blue button up. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, definitely like the Sperry's thing. I still have a pair. I haven't worn them in a long time just because I haven't. When I was over there, I had places to go that I would like. It would fit.
Exactly.
The occasion.
Environment. Yeah.
Yeah, and so here it's like I don't know. It's also super hot. So
yeah, it is 100%.
So let's see. Oh, this was just me like on a wedding day.
Oh, bro, that suit looks like it fucking fits you perfect.
Does it?
Yeah, that's 10 out of 10 to me, bro.
Thank you.
You can never go wrong with the classic fucking black suit, white button up, and fucking black tie.
That was just an H&M suit, actually.
Bro, H&M is like how I started like getting into fashion. You know, within down the line, I started buying like higher qualities, but like H&M is like a good fucking start as far as like getting your foot in with like suits and all that, because they have everything that you need at like an affordable fucking price. You don't have to fucking break the bank and pay $400-$600 on a suit. Yeah, you can just go there, get a full suit, fucking tie and everything for like $200.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel about the whole style where it's like a whole suit, but instead of wearing like a button up all the way to the neck with a tie, it's just like an open button up and just like a coat over?
I fuck with that that style too. I feel like everything comes down to an occasion, like really, because I feel like throughout the whole years, like at first I started off as like just like being dapper and like always wearing off like suit and ties and everything, and then gradually like I went into streetwear, fucked with streetwear for a bit, and then I started getting into more of like, because I started going to bars more and shit, so then I started learning like how to dress at bars. And it really just comes down to the occasion, I think, bro. Like, if you're gonna go to a club, obviously you want to have like your shirt buttoned up, a nice little suit. If you're gonna go to like a dance club or something like that, like a jacket. See that came down to that too, knowing the differences between like a suit, a coat, a sport coat. You know what I mean? Like an overcoat. It came down to like knowing the differences to that. And once you know the differences to that, it makes it so much easier to actually like throw fits together. Because then like fuck, I'm going to go do this, or I'm going to go fucking get coffee. I'm going to go for a walk in the park. And then it just makes everything like so much fucking easier to throw on. You can just strategize everything. Yeah.
I mean, obviously you still go out here in town, like bars and stuff.
Shit, I just went to fucking Fats like 2 days ago.
Dude, I don't go there no more.
I fucking try not to, bro, just because like every time I go, there's a fucking fight, man.
So funny you say that. Like, I've only been there once, and the one time I went, there was a fight. But also, like, when I'm not talking shit about Fats. For some people, that's their shit. That's
no,
like
I love it too.
But like, I go there and I'm like, this is where like people get stabbed and stuff. Like it's just a bad vibe when I go, and I'm really like the whole time just like
you have to be
watching. Yeah, and actually, I had a cousin that went probably like in November, December time.
Right.
He got stabbed. Not bad.
Wait. I know your cousin. I just don't want to say the name. I don't know.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was there the day it happened.
He got stabbed with like a shard of glass or something?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Yeah, that's crazy. Dude, you are there. But yeah, so then like when his sister told me, and I was like, is he okay? She's like, he's fine. Like it just looks like little punctures, little scratches. Right. They didn't even know he was like cut until
he had no idea, bro.
Yeah, he just walked out and whatever. But so I was like, see, that's why I don't go there. Like that was like the one time, and I was like, yep, I don't need to go there anymore. But what I was getting at though was when you go to these places, do you still do the whole business suit, or are you wearing this when you go out?
So like it depends like where I go. Like if I go to the Crest, and I'll probably throw on like a nice like pair of dress pants, a button up, and maybe a fucking coat over. Depending on how cold it is outside.
Oh, okay.
But like if I go to Fats or not, I'll just probably like dress like this. If I go to like a bar or whatever, I'll just try to dress like this. If anything, wear my fucking beaters, because then I'll probably want to sock someone in the face or something. My shoes are creasing them.
Dude, definitely. I know.
Swear to God, bro.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing too. Is like, I mean, I wear my J's like when I go out, and it's like, And like, but then again, I'm not that type of person. Like when it comes to my shoes, like I wear my shoes. Like
same, bro. That's why this is honestly the most expensive pair of shoes I have ever bought in, bro.
These right here.
Yeah.
These are like
I've been looking at them the whole time, bro. I'm like, they're fucking dope.
I appreciate it. But dude, and like I wear those on the daily. Like I wear them to the point where it's like, oh, you're wearing the Jordans again? Like do you have like a certain piece of clothing
like
that you just,
yeah,
like something you just wear like all the time, like a shoe, something? Yeah.
100%. My CDG Converse, the Come de Garçon ones, the ones with like the little red heart.
Oh yeah.
Those are my fucking go-tos, bro. They're like $170 fucking Converse, but like I wear them like.
Are they the all white ones? Or
yeah,
like the vanilla, like the tan looking one, or whatever. Yeah,
those are sick.
Dope. Yeah,
and like those are my fucking. Back then, like I used to be so clean with them. Like I didn't give a fuck. Like I was like so like careful with them. Like I was always like, fuck, don't do this, don't step on them. Like I didn't wear them anywhere. And then it got to the point where I was like, nah, I'm gonna wear these to the gym. And I just wore them to the gym, and from there they just became my fucking beaters, bro. Like if I go to Fats, I wear those. That's
what'll change from a shoe that you're like very trying to take care of to like if you can wear them to the gym, that's when they go off. Cause like I think I don't have a pair right now, but I need to get a new pair. Are just high top white, all white Converse.
Right.
I think it looks good with everything.
Literally
you can wear shorts, even their high tops. You can wear shorts.
Yep.
White Nikes, pants, whatever you wear, they look good with.
Yep.
So I remember I had a clean white pair that I'll only take to go out, and then there was one day where I saw on YouTube there was some guy that was like some buff ass dude was working out in like all white Converse, and I was like, that looks clean.
Yeah.
Like, and it was one of those days where I wasn't feeling it, so I was like, maybe if I dress like good, then I'll want to go work out and show it off.
Right.
And once I wore them to the gym, it was it from there. Like I just fucking, that's when I was like, fuck it. Like I'd go to like the club in those. I wore them all the time because I was like, once you've gone to the gym in those shoes, they're not fucked, but it's like they're going with me everywhere. Yeah. But at the same time, it's like, but like every now and then I'll clean them up to put them with a nice outfit, if I don't have another clean white pair. But yeah, with these, I was like that for a while because I was like, that's probably the most money I've ever spent on shoes.
Yeah.
I'm a big person about shoes, but like I was never into like Jordans and stuff and like Nikes and like those like hype beast shoes.
Honestly, I wasn't either, bro. But it just like recently, like it's become more of a trend now. So it's like I feel like even if I don't like want to be like everybody else, I feel like if you're trying to follow like the fashion industry and trying to stay in it, you have to like kind of go on those trends and figure them out and like learn them and shit.
Yeah. And then I've even heard like, I mean, obviously they're like celebrities, so that they have the money to like just wear these shoes out. Yep. But no, there's people like those the Flight Club, the Complex, those videos.
Yep.
Yeah, there's people that are like, oh, these like they'll be like some fucking like $1,000 shoes, like some fucking some like the Travis Scotts or whatever.
Yep.
And they'll be like, dude, these shoes I wear almost every day. They're like, they go with everything, and I don't give a fuck. And I'm just like, oh,
like,
cool.
Let me get another pair.
Yeah, they're like, I have my beater pair, and I have like my pair that I go out in.
Like, fuck.
But after seeing that, I was like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? And not that I have money that I can just, wear some expensive shoes and then fuck them up. I still try to take care of them. When I get home, I'll try to like scrub off some stuff that way it doesn't stain them.
Right.
Probably like once a month, I'll get them like cleaned up real good. I'll try to take care of them at the same time. Like, I'll wear them to the beach. I'll wear them to San Diego. I'll wear them to like a club. I'll wear them to Walmart. Like,
yeah.
And they're also very fucking comfortable. Like, I don't know about you, but like,
they're comfortable as shit.
They
bro.
hug your ankle. They're so cushiony. Like, they're probably like a very comfortable shoe. So yeah. So like that for me, that's like I was wondering like if you had just something that.
Yeah, bro. Like I definitely like to like these are probably gonna be like my go-tos now, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I fucking love these shoes, and I wear like a lot of like khaki, a lot of brown, a lot of tan, a lot of shit that could actually go with it. So I was actually. Like, I bought these shoes because I bought this hat, and I was like, I don't fucking have anything to match this hat.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck. I was like, should I spend the fucking money on the mochas? I was like, fuck it. I'll just spend the money.
I want a pair so I've literally had dreams where I wake up, and I'm like, yo, like, I have them on.
Bro, I would get them before, like, because the prices on them are, like, they keep going up.
They're like
the week, bro.
Right?
These ones? No, these ones are, I got them for $5.98. Oh, yeah, bro, and like they're just going up by the week, bro. Yeah. Like by the week they're going up. That's why I bought today. I'm gonna buy the UNCs, cause at
the varsity or the blue.
Yeah, those are fucking beautiful, bro.
Are.
They're fucking beautiful, and they had them at Cool Kicks for $5.50, and I didn't buy them because they were $5.50. And I checked StockX, and on StockX they're like for like 480 or something.
Really?
Like that.
I feel like sometimes they're more expensive on these websites. 'Cause I use Goat. I got these on Goat.
Oh, okay.
But I've gone through StockX, and I feel like those places are kind of overpriced.
They usually are, but it just depends. It's like I said, like the Cool Kicks and all those stores, they're more expensive because you get them on the spot.
Right in there,
yeah, but like the StockX are cheaper, but like it just had to wait the wait time. But I found a guy that is in Phoenix. I forgot the name of the place. I just DM'd him yesterday because he had some, and he was like, "Oh, highest bidder takes them," and everybody was like putting 415, 420, blah blah blah, and nobody was like was meeting what he wanted, which was like 475. He was like, if I don't meet at least like 430, no one takes them, so highest bidder. And I told him, like, if you have some 8s, I'll take them off of you for 450. And he was like, all right, cool. He's like, I'm getting some tomorrow, actually. So you want them? And I was like, yeah, I'm going to cop them. Because I'm probably not going to wear those for a bit because I want to see how much, like, they're going to go up. Mm-hmm. These are probably going to go up for a bit, too. But, like, I knew I was going to wear these. So I was like, nah, I'm going to wear these ones for sure. But those ones I might try to hold on to. And then maybe possibly like resell them just depending on how much they go up.
Oh, okay.
Because I regret, like, I used to have the clay greens when they dropped back in 2017.
Oh, I love those now.
Those are fucking beautiful, bro. I want them back so bad. I traded them for fucking, because I didn't wear these, bro. Like I said, like that was the first Jordan 1 I ever bought, the clay greens. Mm-hmm. And I bought them for $240. That was the resale value at the time. And I fucking like was trying to be a little hype beast or whatever, but I didn't fuck with them. I just at the time couldn't find out how to style them. So I was like, I'm not comfortable with these. So I ended up switching them out for like a Supreme bag that was like season 16 or 15. And it was like a $300 bag at the time. Now it did not wear shit because I fucking beat that shit to the ground. But like I looked up the other day the clay greens because I was like, yo, I'm gonna look them up. I actually could use some olive green shoes. And I looked them up. They're like $700 right now, bro. I'm like, fuck, man. Like I should have fucking held on to those.
What did you sell yours for?
Well, I traded them for that bag, so they were like they're like $300. Like I could have sold them, yeah. But like,
well, that's same thing with these. I mean, these are actually used. Mm-hmm. They didn't even come with the soles. But like I said, I didn't care. It was $175, right, and they came in like pretty good condition. Yeah, and they were also my first pair, and I knew I was gonna wear them, so I didn't really need them to be brand new. Right. And I wasn't like I'm not gonna resell them. I'm not into that. I just would rather wear them. If I really like them and I'm gonna spend that money, I'm gonna fucking wear them.
Right, 100%.
So but just recently, I don't know if you know Manny Molina.
That's my boy, cuts. Bro. Dude. I got my second pair of Jordan 1s from him, the silver toes. Yeah. Once I bought those, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna buy these.
Dude, I always hit him up, and I'm like, dude, you ever come across these? Like I'll keep my eye out, and he's dope, man. Shout out to Manny Molina. You guys know him. I've had him on like 2-3 times. Shout out to the boy. But yeah, so and he was telling me, like, yo, he sent me a screenshot. He's like, look how much your shoes are going. They're like a brand new pair are going for like $500-$600 right now. Yep. And he was like, in a used pair, probably $300, and I was like, I got mine for $175. He's like, exactly. Yeah. But at the time, they weren't a big deal. They were just like a normal like Jordan, you know what I'm saying? And he told me,
he hooks it up too, bro, for sure. Like with the prices, man. Yeah, like he fucking like he has really good prices because the silver toes that I got off of him, I bought them for $270. I think he let him go. He had them at $290, but he told me for you, I'll give them to you for $270. So I got them, and then I went to Cool Kicks like 2 weeks later. And then I had seen I had already ordered the mochas off StockX, and I was there in Cool Kicks, and I seen that they had the silver toes as well, and they had them for like fucking in my size like $300, and I was like, damn, or I think they had them for $300 or $320, one of the two. So like Manny definitely has like a lot like good fucking prices when he gets a hold of his shit.
Oh yeah, and the one thing too I like is me being like, I know him pretty well. He'll hit me up first, like, yo, I got these. And actually, I don't know if you've seen, he a pair he's held on for a while that I'm surprised no one's bought him. Is those the purple one, the purple.
If they were my size, I would have took those off.
They're
his hands
exactly
already,
my
bro.
size, but I just don't know if I can rock purple shoes.
Bro,
I'm trying to figure out what would, maybe like black pants only.
Even just like some fucking black shorts and then like a fucking hat to match it. To be honest, like that's it. Like even like honestly when it comes to like that's the cool thing about like wearing like shoes like this, bro, is like when you have shoes like Jordan 1s, like a lot of people know Jordan 1s. Like when you look at those shoes and you're like, fuck, that's a clean ass shoe. So as long as the rest of your outfit is like simple, to be honest, like your shoe can be the fucking highlight of your whole fit, to be honest. Like if you have like a really flashy shoe, there's no reason to have like a flashy shirt or a fucking colorful hat or anything, you know what I mean? Like as long as it's all like the rest of it is simple, like the shoes are fucking the staple of it.
Yeah.
I think you could for sure pull them off, bro.
I know. I'm thinking about it more and more. It's just, I don't know. It's just purple's not really my color, but
me either, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I just actually bought the SB Dunks when I went to Cool Kicks. That was the pair I bought there. I was like, I don't really fuck with purple, but it was the only shoes that I liked that they had in my size there. So I was like, all right, fuck it, I'll just take them. And I already put together like couple like cool fits with them. So I was like,
just
right, fuck it.
I might just have to jump into and I might just have to bring them home and just be like, I'll find something. That's what I just spent the money.
You just gotta get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah. I mean, we've been going for a while now, and it's been going great. But we're gonna end soon. But I want to leave it off with this one thing that you had posted. I'm not sure when you posted this. It was a small streamer tip about networking.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I was reading through and I really liked it, so I'm just gonna read a small bit of it. He pretty much just wrote. I'll post it up here. It's a small tip to all my content creators, not just small streamers. Remember that everyone starts from square one. It's up to us as individuals to support and uplift one another in our goals and aspirations. But just seeing that, like you said, it's not just for streamers and stuff. It's just like in general. Like reading that, I was like, dude, yeah, like what you put out is what I've always felt, but like I couldn't put in words. So like what you said was like fucking perfect. But like by you putting that out, was there like at that moment, was there something going on that you had to put that post out, or
I just feel like
at the moment?
I just feel like in general. So that's when I was like starting to really take like the streaming serious, and like I started to want like putting out better quality content, and like because you can tell like the difference between someone who's like just putting content to put out content and someone who's actually like taking the time with their content and the quality of their work. So that's when I kind of wanted to take it up a notch. And so I put that out there because like not just in streaming, but in anything that I felt like you do, you're always going to have people that are always going to be looking at you as like, fuck, like, you know, do you really think you can be successful off of that? Like, do you really think you can make money off of that? And I think the hardest thing about it is like surrounding yourself around people that are going to support you and have like the similar goals or aspects as you. So I put that out because like we're still like in a tough time. We're still fucking, you know, in the middle of the pandemic. And I just feel like a lot of people are unmotivated, and a lot of people like are still trying to figure out what the fuck do I want to do. And I feel like if you have something that you want to do or something that you enjoy doing, chase after it. And not
it's
a
like
lot of people hear it.
It's like a corny thing.
It's corny as fuck, but it's so true.
It's very
bro.
true. Yeah.
Like all you got to do is just start talking to people that do what you want to do. Like surround yourself. Like they don't have to be fucking famous. You're obviously not going to be able to converse with the famous people of what you want to do. Start small, you know, start talking with other people, because if they have the same goals, if they have the same energy and aspects as you do, you build like together, you build with each other. And then if you're supporting people all the time with what they do, you're in return going to see that same support in whatever you do. Yeah. So it doesn't really matter what you do, whether it's gaming, whether it's you're a fucking hairstylist, whether you do podcasts, whether you're a content creator, it doesn't matter what you do. Like if you're fucking hitting the gym all the time, like if you're fucking supporting people, people are going to see that, and they're going to reciprocate that energy back. Yeah. And I just feel like not a lot of people in today of age like do that enough. At least like, you know, from what I've seen, like a lot of people will try to hate on it or be like, nah, we'll see how far that goes type of thing. And it's
exactly,
like, no, like give it a chance, see how it goes. You know, I wish you all the best in it, and I'm going to support whatever it is you do, you know?
Yeah, no, for me, for a while, like I'm what, 30 some episodes in, probably like the first like 10, the more I was posting and the more I was like, and people were like liking it and stuff, at some point I was like waiting for someone to be like, do you really think this is like gonna do something for you? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I was not gonna lie, I was kind of embarrassed doing these, because I was like, I'm a 27-year-old man, you know what I'm saying, like trying to do a podcast in hopes that, you know, it could be something successful or something bigger,
right?
Or just, you know, open up, you know, different pathways for something else for me.
Yeah.
But like for a while I was kind of embarrassed for putting these out, because like, you know, people either my age, you know, are either, you know, realtors or car salesmen, or they're, at this point they're owning a house, they have children, they have a family, they have their career, and here I am, you know, working a job, and then I get bored, so I quit, I do another one. I'm just getting these jobs to, you know, pay for this stuff, and, you know, obviously to live. But like, so for a while I was kind of embarrassed, but like you said, there's just such a big community that as I continuously started to post, there's people that were like, oh shit, like he's being serious, like he's constantly 100%. Posting. It's not like he's posting and then, you know, guys, that didn't really work out, I'm out, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I mean, I'm not gonna lie, dude, like the first few episodes I was putting out, I was like 20 views, 60 views.
Right.
And it took for someone to tell me, like, dude, that's 20. Like, he's like, when have you ever, like, say if you went to like a fucking, like, say you set up a stage and you invited 60 people and like, could you imagine 60 people going just to watch you talk?
To watch you.
Yeah. And I'm like, I guess I never thought about it that way, because I'm so used to seeing these like million views and all this shit, but it's like, it starts somewhere. And I've always heard people say, like, if there's something that you want to do, is if you keep doing that and you try to get better and better, in time, it's going to become something. It's not like I can be doing, like, I'm pretty sure like in 100 episodes, things are going to be different. Yeah. As far as the guests I'm getting, anything, it's going to be different. It's not going to be where it is. And it's just like, if you just keep getting at it, it's going to get better. And so like things like that, I've had so many times where, like I said, like I've been like, what am I doing? Why am I putting these podcasts out? What's the point of them? And there's so many times people will message me and they'll be like, dude, like, that was a good podcast, or yo, when are you going to put a podcast so I have something to listen to work, or on this road trip? And I'm like, oh shit, really? And just getting that feedback. And I mean, just today, I can't remember his name and I feel so bad, but he hit me up and he's like, yo, I think I got someone that you might want to interview. And it's like some boxer from like San Luis that's from here. And he's like, I know him pretty well. He's like, I think, it'd be great to have him on. Right. And like the fact that someone that I barely even know is like trying to help me, like because he even told me, he's like, I think if you get him on, you might get a few way more followers and all this stuff.
It's probably Anthony Clark.
He's like some Hispanic dude. I can't remember.
Yeah, it's probably Anthony Clark. He's like a well-known, like up and coming like boxer in town.
Okay, yeah. So he was like, I know this guy. He's like, I don't know him pretty well, but we've sparred a few times and we've talked. He's a really cool guy. He's like, maybe if you shoot him a message, you can get him on. But the fact that like some guy that I barely know is like trying to help me, like that, I was like, dude, like, and that's the thing is like I'm gonna fucking get all choked up and shit just talking about it. But like, no, you're good. Dude, like just like. It's crazy to think like people are feeding into my dreams, like things that I have ideas about. These people are trying to help me make them come true. And it's like, that's what gets me to like keep posting these. Like, all right, well, obviously it's hitting someone, someone really cares about, the success of this podcast. So who am I to stop it? Exactly. Why not fucking keep it going and let these people fucking help me out? But yeah, dude, when you posted that, I was just like, that, like it hit a spot. Cause it was like, for a while it was like that for me. Like, should I just stop? But I didn't. I don't know. There was something about it. It was the people. It was Eric. It was people like, dude, just keep going, keep going. Yep. And like, yeah, I mean, especially you. Thank you. I'm blessed to have you on today because like,
likewise, bro.
With you, I mean, you hit me up like, yo, I'd be down to get on it. And like the fact that you're willing to put yourself on this podcast with me to to help me out. You're helping me out as well as I hope I can help you out. Maybe get your name out there and. Maybe this will get you to, keep going on your logo. Maybe get some shirts out. Fucking, I'll buy one. We'll fucking wear them on the show. Yes, sir. Put one on the wall. Fuck it. I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, like shout out to everyone that fucking listens and watches and 100%. Dude, like it keeps me going and I fucking love it. But yeah,
that's what it is, bro. It's like it's just like any little validation is just always gonna keep you going. Yeah. It can be the smallest. It's just like you said, like the smallest little DM of like, hey, like you said, like I'd have people like hitting me up like, hey, are you gonna stream today? Exact same thing. I need something to watch while I'm at work. Mm-hmm. I'm like, fuck, like people, and imagine me, bro. Like if you like the way you felt, like if you were like fucking like fuck, what am I doing? Imagine me like posting me playing fucking Fortnite and Call of Duty. You know what I mean? Like people are look at you and then it's like a fucking joke. And I work with like a bunch of OGs, like OG fucking gangsters and shit with cooks, and they see the content I post. So at first it's like, fuck this fool doing, like what are you doing, fool? Quit, grow the fuck up, you know what I mean? And then eventually it got to the point where I started posting like how much I was making, like I'd post like the money and shit, and then, yo, you make some money off that, fool? And I'm like, yeah, I make like a little bit. You
trying to play Mortal Kombat?
Like it's pretty cool, and it's like I don't even do it for the money, but it's just like it's one of those things, like I really enjoy playing video games and putting that content out there. And like I'm just, if I could make money off of it, that'd be dope. And it's just like you said, like it takes time. Like at first, like it started off with like no views, and then eventually 3 views and 7, 10, 12.
And you get to the point where you go 60 and then it goes back down to 20. It's like, what the fuck did I do?
Yeah.
But then you get that next one, like, dude.
But that's how it is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's just how it is. It's just like that roller coaster that you just got to keep going with it, because like everybody hits that roadblock. Everybody hits that fucking, that plateau where they're like, fuck, should I even keep going with this? And 99% of the time, they're not going to go with it anymore, because it's just that 1% of the successful people that are like, nah, I'm going to keep going. Like, I'm going to keep pushing through it. Yeah. I mean, the most fucking like high paced streamers right now are making their net worth is over like fucking like 40 million, and like they're making all of that just within like 10 years of streaming. You know what I mean?
Doing
They started off with no viewers. They started off doing nothing, and now fucking 10 years later they kept to it, and they literally multimillionaires off of fucking video games. You know what I mean? And it's just like you, like fucking, I mean, Gary V, he started off with his fucking like YouTube channel, and he was fucking selling wine at what, 30, 40 years old?
That's the one that got me.
You know
I didn't know that for a while, but I had came across like some TikTok, and it showed like when he first started his YouTube, and all he was doing was like testing wines, right? Or like doing wine reviews.
Exactly.
And I mean, I think he went up to like almost 1,000 videos to where he started getting like actual views, and I'm like, and like once again, being an impatient person, I'm like, fuck, dude, is that gonna happen to me? But either way, it's like, no, what he's showing is if you just keep, like, it took that long for him to finally blow up. It's like we're all on the same path, but it's like that picture. I've always seen it, and I always think about it. Is it's like a guy, like he's digging, and there's
the diamond, right?
So there's two. There's one guy that, or he's like digging, and there's like a very thin wall where he's almost done, and there's diamonds and gold on the other side. And he's just like, and there's like a long ass line he's been working hard for, and he's like, fuck it, like I guess there's nothing, and he just turns around, like if he just worked a little bit longer, a little bit harder, he would have fucking found that gold. And I always think about that, like, who am I to cut myself short? You know, like, what if, I'm, 60 views, 30 views, whatever, and then I'm like, the last one's like 60 views, I'm like, fuck this, man, like, what am I doing? I'm just gonna sell this stuff, find a real job, whatever.
Exactly.
Or find like an actual career or something, and then it's like, man, if you would have just posted like 2 or 3 more videos, so-and-so would have seen it, and you would have blown up, like, whatever. So I always think about that, like, dude, just don't give up, just keep going, like, you're so close, like, and you've gone this far. You put all this time and money, and you've invested other people's time and money, you owe it to yourself as well as the people that are supporting you to just keep fucking going. And the cool thing is, I think the best is going to be when, it's all said and done, and you're where you're where you want to be, and you're happy, and you're, you're doing fashion, or I'm, fucking interviewing, fucking Joe Rogan or something. I have Joe Rogan on my pod. You know what I'm saying? When it gets to that point, then I'm like, holy fuck, like, and I don't know, like, and everyone's gonna be like, yo, like, I was there from the start, and I best believe I'm gonna remember every fucking one that was there from the start. And it's just, I don't know, dude, it's fucking crazy.
It's crazy to think about, bro. It's exciting.
It definitely is. It's
motivating as fuck.
And I think it's one of those things that people will probably like, you're fucking crazy. Like, you really think it's gonna happen? But it's like, I don't know, but who am I not to just try?
Exactly.
But
that's the thing. Like, people are very like they're roamers, and they fucking drifters, and they just kind of stick to the idea of like, I'm comfortable with where I'm at. I think I'm gonna stay here because it's safe.
I want to be uncomfortable.
Exactly.
I want to get to a point. Where I'm like, I have to put a podcast, or I'm not gonna fucking eat, or like, like I want to get to that point, like, just because like that's what like motivates me, or that's what like gets me going. Like, I want to get to a point where like people aren't watching my shit, like, okay, then that's pushing me to make this podcast better. I gotta be funnier, I gotta have a better guest, whatever it is. Like, all they're doing by not watching my shit is like, all right, well then something I'm not doing isn't getting your attention, and that's just only gonna make me better. So 100%. Like, it's like taking I love constructive criticism.
Me too.
I'm totally down if people are like, dude, your podcast fucking sucks, you're not funny, whatever. I'm like, all right, cool, thank you for that. I'm tired of listening to everyone telling me like, yo, it's a dope podcast. I want, I'm down when people are like, it's cool, but like, why do you say this, or why do you guys talk about, like, whatever it is, like, I want that negative feedback, because that's what's gonna make me better.
100%.
But and I don't know, like, maybe same thing with you, people probably like, why the fuck would you wear that? But you're probably like, maybe I gotta switch it up then. Maybe I thought it was good,
Yep. It's just like one of those things, bro. Like, you just have to, like, it's like you were saying, like, taking it with a grain of salt, but I feel like most successful people take constructive criticism very well.
Yes.
Because if you're willing to look at yourself from a different perspective, you can achieve so much more, because then you're not just narrow-minded.
Exactly. Yeah. Because there's only so much you can see, other people see from the outside.
Exactly.
But, yeah, man. Once again, thanks for coming on. Coming all the way out here. I know it's pretty far out here in the foothills.
It's all good, man. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Thanks once again for hitting me up. Like I said, thanks for fucking being on this and letting me put you out here like this. Letting me have you on, because that only you are gonna bring more followers. More views, because I'm gonna get people from you. They're gonna want to know more about you, whatever.
Thank you, and likewise, bro. They're gonna want to know more about you too.
I fucking hope so.
Yeah.
But thank you once again. Thanks, like I said, everyone. Thank you that's been listening up to this point, watching. commenting, liking, fucking anything I've ever done, and just even messaging me with any like fucking ideas you guys have for the show. I really appreciate it. Once again, thank you for coming.
Likewise, man. Thank you.
And
Appreciate you.
yeah, I'm out.
Damn.
Oh, yeah, that was